Now, you've got to make a choice at this time. There's no indication at the moment that they're going to do this, but they might. It's possible. It's even probable that they could. So if you want to get around that by cashing out now, do it. And, you got to think the thing through. If you're under 59.5, it's 10% taxation, and then you get your regular taxation of, we'll say, probably 25%. So you're looking at 35% of the money that you have in there paying taxes on. So if you get $100,000 worth of something and you pay those taxes, you end up with $63,000 in round figures. And you got to consider that. But I believe that's a small price to pay because you're going to pay the taxes sooner or later anyway. And gold's going to go up. And gold is not going to go down. And it's more than you can say for what's in these plans. Some of them allow people to buy coins and shares, gold and silver, but a lot of them do not. A lot of them, you don't have anything to say about anything about what goes on in the investment sphere of those retirement plans that you own. So generally speaking, it's a personal decision. And, I think a lot hinges on whether the government's going to attempt to amalgamate, and I think they will. But I don't think it's going to happen in the next 2 years. But I'm only guessing, because I don't know what's going on behind closed doors at Illuminati headquarters in New York City or in Washington. And they're the ones who make these decisions.
Bob, when I have someone pulling their funds out of an IRA and they're concerned about their taxes, the time of the year is also an important factor. Now is the time because you got a whole year. You don't have to worry about it so much. You have a whole year, and if gold only goes up 25%, you're looking at going up to $11.50, which that's there's a lot of talk that it shouldn't be that much of a problem. So what I tell my customers is you take the amount that your taxes would be of your IRA and you buy the 1-ounce gold bullion coins with that. So you take the amount that you would pay for taxes and you put it in gold bullion coins. Then you can take the rest and put it in the numismatic coins. And so therefore you have the amount that you have to pay for taxes, and your gold bullion coins are always easier to sell if you're going to have to liquidate them in a much shorter period of time. So,
gee, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
But then again, you're a genius.
No. Oh, well. Us geniuses got to stick together. According to the German authorities today, said they have charged retired Ohio auto worker John Demjanjuk, a.k.a. Demanzik, with more than 29,000 counts of accessory to murder for his time as a guard at the Nazis' Sobibor death camp, and will seek his extradition from the U.S. Your comments, please?
Absolutely ridiculous. The guy's about 89 or 90 years old to start off with. He's a cause célèbre because they couldn't convict him. He went to Israel and he was exonerated. What more do these people want? Do these organizations of Zionists that pursue these kind of things, anybody else, I'd say, hey, maybe there's a reason. This guy, his case has been around for 40 years, and he's been proven innocent. What are they doing? It was not him. He was tried in Israel. Not in East Overshoe someplace. He had a Jewish attorney, or I should say an Israeli attorney, and he was exonerated. It wasn't him. I don't know what they're doing. They're making a lot of people mad is what they're doing. because that is not a bona fide case. Now let them go find some other Nazis and bring them to trial. There's plenty of them out there. And tell them to go to South America. It's loaded with them. I mean, the Vatican had that rat line going. It was hot as a firecracker. They get millions of them out of there.
This question is, in Greenspan before Congress said that up to that point, derivative payouts due were being honored. However, Greenspan wanted to make legally enforceable the contract. Are all derivative or some derivative contracts are legally unenforceable?
Well, nothing's enforceable because there are no rules. Now, they're the agreements between two parties, like, two consenting adults, so to speak, who are professionals in that field. And Greenspan is a liar. He was the one that wanted to make derivatives opaque, hedge funds opaque. And he's the one that lowered interest rates that brought about the catastrophe that we're now looking at. He and the people who tell him or told him what to do are the people who are guilty. And he doesn't want to take the rap. If they give Mr. Madoff life, they should give Alan Greenspan several life sentences. I mean, this guy's a rat. He's far more dangerous and far more evil than Mr. Madoff.
This question's from Monday. It was about the 5 Chinese ships that maneuvered close to an unarmed U.S. Navy surveillance vessel in South China Seas. The U.S. government says, the U.S. official says the incident on Sunday came after the day of increasingly aggressive acts by the Chinese ships. Is the U.S. trying to provoke a confrontation?
I don't know. And you can't believe either side. So I don't know what's going on. I don't have an answer to that question.
Let's see. Here's a question. What do you think of the CEF?
I don't know anybody named Steve. No.
The Canadian Fund.
Oh, the CEO. Good. I think it's fine fund. I'd rather take delivery, but if that's what you want to do, that's good fun. There's a big premium, but they've got the gold and silver, so and it's there. So it's okay.
All righty, and we are just about out of time, and let's see if I got all the questions. I believe I missed one. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick here. Nothing is real quick when it comes to these questions. Well, let me just say this. If you'd like a complimentary issue, give us a call at 1-800-375-4188. That's 1-800-375-4188. And, of course, your gold and silver coins here at Discount Gold and Silver. Will it take a highly inflationary environment to overrun the suppressive forces that work in the COMEX and send the precious metals to all-time highs?
Could be. Could be. It could get overwhelming, and they may not be able to handle any more. That would be one way to do it.
And would it be necessary for the current stimulus packages around the world to reinflate these economies first before hyperinflation can occur, or can it occur while economies are declining or stagnant?
Please, I was distracted. Could you please repeat it?
And we got about 15 seconds.
I can't answer it. All I'll tell you is gold's up $13.60 and silver's up 23 cents and climbing.
All righty. We'll bring that question on Friday's program. $41.88 for your gold and silver coins and your complimentary issue to the International Forecaster. Wendy Wilson will be joining you tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday. So until then, be safe, have a great evening, and God bless. Thank you, Bob.